How did you first hear about the Kathleen?
Well, I ran into them. It's in Kingston 2 years ago. They had like a community gathering where all the different agencies, PAWS and Kathleen Sutton, and like probably 30, different groups were there, organizations. And so, being kind of new, I wandered up and down, and they were kind of at the end, and I just was like, sorry, I'm gonna get a little emotional because it was to help women who had breast cancer. And I had had it in 2013, and so this was 2016 when I met them. And I was like, wow, that's really great. So they provide transportation for women that go from the peninsula out to or into Seattle somewhere, so because it is expensive for the ferry, and it's an onerous thing in any case, and to have that support is, anyway, I was very impressed, and I didn't think I would get emotional, but there it is. And so, anyway, so I kind of remembered them, and then I'm trying to think now, it was this past October, so about 9 months ago, I had a reoccurrence, and I had need to go into Seattle for surgery and a couple post-op visits. And so I called Valerie, and they were very supportive, of course. And she, once I sent her I think I even took a picture and emailed her the receipts, the check came to me just like that. So that was really helpful.
So what does it mean to you to be able to have had that type of support from an organization when you were going through something so terrible?
Well, you just need, I'm so emotional. You just need a lot of hands. And some hands help you with this, some help you with that. And to have the transportation was lovely. Just in general, when you go to cross the water, you think twice or three times because it's expensive. It's about $25, to go over there. So anyway, so that was, it just felt, you're like held when someone does that. The Kathleen Sutton Fund was just another piece of the pie. And I'll tell you, I didn't tell a lot of people because a lot of people get all negative and look weird, and I don't know. I just didn't want to be treated any differently kind of by people that I don't know well. And so they were, Valerie, representing, Kathleen Sutton Fund, was an individual that, even though I didn't know her, had a nice gift for me. Yeah, so I appreciate that.
So how did you hear about the Kathleen Sutton Fund?
First found out through Stacy, who is a social worker with Harrison Health, who is now also part of CHI Franciscan. So Stacy works for that organization. She's a social worker. And there were 10 of us in the oncology room receiving chemotherapy. And she, on 2 days a week, would pop in and visit with different ones, and there's people coming and going all the time. And so I, being the newbie, she came over and visited with me, and she introduced herself and told me what her role was and offered me a connection with the Kathleen Sutton Fund and gave me Valerie's contact information. And I took then the opportunity within a day to contact Valerie, and she came right back at me via email and said, we would love to help you in any way we can. There were no questions about what's the criteria. There were no questions about your income. It was just, how can we help you?
How'd that make you feel?
I have 3 adult children, and when I told them, of course, they were taken back. They're very supportive, and they're very in tune, and they ask a lot of questions, and they help when they can. But having someone just say, how can I help you? I'm here to help you. And and an absolute stranger was very overwhelming, as you can see. I never realized I would ever be diagnosed with cancer, even though it's in my family. I just always felt I was happy and healthy and very fortunate, and I still feel that way now, even more so, especially a year later. Again, with the help of strangers who take you in and just embrace the path you're on and offer not only funds, but just support and the compassion of to honor human dignity. That's a big gift, a very, very large gift that this group of people provide to our community. And through that, I was very selective as to who I would share my illness with, because I only wanted a team of people around me who were supportive and had a sense of humor and who were compassionate for the sake of compassion, not to, how would the word be, coddle me.
Yeah.
I'm a very independent woman, and I'm self-sufficient, and I raised 3 children who are all adults, and it was really important for me to get a network of people that could love me and honor me the way I was going to become, because it was going to be different.
Yeah. So why do you think it's important that people continue to support this fund?
Well, I'm a walking example of the benefit that others can receive, and through my gift, and as I get healthier and stronger and more financially stable, is my hope to return that gift to to funds and the auction that's coming. I'd like to help out in any way I can, because that's what life is. You not only do you receive, but in turn someday, and it's not that I'm obligated, and it's not that I feel that this is something I should do. It's just something from my heart that I would like to be a part of the beautiful gift that is being presented. It's not only what I received, but it's time for me to grow through giving back.